उड़े खुले आसमां में ख्वाबों के परिंदे समझाऊं मैं ये अब किस किस को दिल में मेरे दर्द किसको दर्द डिस्को दर्द डिस्को. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 common mistakes that women make during their periods that become the reason for problems like PCOD, thyroid, and urinary tract infection, and even aggravate PMS symptoms like cramps and bloating. We will also discuss how to prevent these mistakes and the best practices so that your period passes by like a breeze. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to FitTuber. Interestingly, every month a woman's body prepares for pregnancy, but when pregnancy doesn't happen, the entire preparation is shed in the form of a monthly period. During menses, a woman's body is highly sensitive. Hence, utmost care should be taken else it can put her health at risk. Let's talk about 5 mistakes that every woman should avoid during her periods and the best practices as mentioned in Ayurvedic scriptures. Number 5 mistake is the wrong diet during periods. What you eat during your period can have a huge impact on how easy or tough your period will be. Traditionally, women were advised to eat warm foods during menstruation so that the blood flow can happen smoothly. This is the reason sesame seeds, dried coconut, and jaggery sweets were considered a must for menstruating women. To consume ice-cold water, cold drinks, and other cooling foods is a mistake that one should strive to avoid. In fact, seemingly healthy foods like salad, especially post-sunset, black coffee, green tea, and unsoaked nuts are drying for the body, which can become the reason for menstrual cramps and bloating. Since digestion is naturally low during menses, deep fried and other heavy foods are best avoided during this time of the month. A 2015 study found that people who are magnesium deficient are more likely to have severe PMS symptoms. And do you know what is the number one reason for magnesium deficiency? It's regular consumption of diuretic beverages like alcohol and soft drinks. To replenish magnesium, eat green. The gourd family, green capsicum, green pumpkin, and all green leafy vegetables should be a part of your period diet. The added advantage of having greens is that they are iron rich, which is the need of hour as the body loses blood. Another proven food to reduce PMS symptoms is turmeric. No wonder traditionally turmeric water was considered must during menstruation. You can even have haldi wala doodh before going to sleep at night. Ginger was proven in 2018 to be an ideal food to be consumed during periods. Naturally warm, it keeps period problems at bay. Ginger tea can replace your evening tea. During menstruation, the key is to eat warm and fresh home-cooked food and avoid cold-natured and drying foods. Number 4 mistake is having a head bath during periods. A modern doctor might shun this off as a myth passed on from generations, but Ayurveda is firm that head bath is bound to aggravate period problems. Have you observed that menstruation has the tendency to temporarily stop during a shower? The same happens while swimming. Believe it or not, but having a head bath during periods hinders the flow of blood almost instantly. This is because when water is poured on head, the temperature of the upper part of the body reduces. Now to balance the temperature, heat energy flows from downward to upward. This is exactly the opposite to what is required during a period. This even affects the next ovulation. In fact, Ayurveda doesn't recommend bathing during periods. But since that might not be feasible in today's era, it is best to take bath using lukewarm water and avoid head bath altogether. Another thing to make your period experience even better is to add a teaspoon of Epsom salt in bathing water. This magnesium-rich natural salt, easily available at any chemist shop, works wonders to relax uterine muscles, relieving cramping and muscle tension while promoting optimal sleep. Number 3 mistake is overexerting yourself. Should you work out during a period? Well, the answer is yes and no. Although doing some light exercise on your period has been proven to minimize many symptoms such as pain, cramps, bloating, mood swings, and fatigue. On the flip side, doing high intensity or long workouts can rather create complexities. This is the reason why high intensity athletes often miss out on their period or have a scanty flow. Ayurveda cautions that all asanas in which legs are raised are to be avoided during periods. The best exercise to do on your period is pranayam. 10 minutes of Anulom Vilom is highly recommended. Walking in a park or post dinner under the moonlight will not only make you feel good but will balance your hormones. Light cardio or aerobic exercise, if your body allows, may be considered. Gentle strength training and stretching are good as well. To compromise on sleep is the worst abuse that one can hurl on one's body during periods. In fact, body requires more rest. Not paid heed to overexertion can cause severe problems like PCOD in the long run. Number 2 mistake is to have a sexual intercourse during periods. When 500 women were surveyed between the age of 18 and 50 years, it was found that 82% women have sex on their period. Sex during periods is not just messy, but according to Ayurveda, it is the worst thing to do, especially during the first 3 days of a period. This creates an imbalance in woman's body, causing painful periods and bloating. Well, if the males still insist, inform them that it's no picnic for their health either. Modern science although considers sex during menstrual periods as safe. However, since virus lives in blood, without using barrier methods like condoms, the chances of sexually transmitted infections like hepatitis do increase. As bacteria can easily travel to bladder with intercourse, experts say that sexual intercourse during menstruation is a possible risk for the development of endometriosis. According to Ayurveda, periods is the time when a woman's body is naturally cleansing itself. The body is weak due to loss of blood. Hence, sexual intercourse is best avoided. Finally, the number 1 mistake is using a sanitary pad. If you are still using the commercial sanitary napkins and tampons, then it is high time you make a switch. Do you know that these white-looking sanitary pads are not originally white? They are bleached with many harmful chemicals to give that bright white look. In a recent study, it was found that almost every popular sanitary pad in India emits volatile organic compounds that have the potential to imbalance the hormones. Dioxin in these pads is basically a carcinogen, which means it encourages the creation of cancer-causing cells in your body. Shockingly, it was found that these harmful substances get absorbed 18 to 20 times more through vaginal opening than oral. What's worse is that there is no regulatory body to keep a check on what goes inside making these so-called hygienic sanitary pads. According to experts, tampons, since they are inserted into the vagina, are worse than a sanitary pad. So ditch these dangerous products and switch to natural biodegradable pads, cloth pads, or the best option would be to use a menstrual cup. Another common mistake is that women often wear a sanitary pad for too long. Unless it's a sanitary pad ad, quite obviously trapped moisture provides a breeding ground for bacteria and fungus, and hence wearing a pad for too long can lead to an infection. Depending on the blood flow, research suggests that a woman should change her pad within 4 to 8 hours. If we quickly recap, during periods, the key is to eat warming and fresh home-cooked food and avoid cold-natured and drying foods. Sesame seeds, dried coconut, and jaggery sweets are recommended. Eat green vegetables to get enough magnesium and iron in your body. Haldi wala doodh before sleep at night will help. Ginger tea can replace evening tea. Deep fried, heavy foods, alcohol, soft drinks are best avoided. Head bath should be avoided during periods. Even for the body, hot water bath should be preferred to avoid obstructing the blood flow. Sexual intercourse during the first 3 days of a period not just creates an imbalance within a woman's body, but also adversely affects the health of the male partner. It's high time you ditch dioxin-based commercial sanitary pads and tampons and switch to biodegradable pads, cloth pads, and menstrual cup. So these were the 5 mistakes that every woman should strive to avoid during her periods. Well, it's easy to say, but only a woman knows what she goes through during her period. Least we can do as men is to understand and comfort them during this time. Now before you get tanned in this scorching summer, try Mamaearth's mineral-based sunscreen, which is a good option in the Indian market. But why this sunscreen? Well, turn the pack and you will find that it has the goodness of zinc oxide, wheat germ oil, aloe vera extract, vitamin E, and essential oils. It is way better than those toxic sunscreens in the market. It has no oxybenzone, parabens, silicones, cosmetic colors, or artificial fragrance. Even though it is marketed as a baby sunscreen, but it can be used by adults as well. It is suitable for all skin types. The best part is its price. 50 grams of it will cost you Rs 150, but for the Fit Tuber community, there is a discount of 21%. So to buy Mamaearth's mineral-based sunscreen for babies, click on the link down in the description box. There are 5 products that women should absolutely throw away. To check them out, watch this video. My name is Vivek. I thank you so much for watching.